Okay, so today, you guys, we're going to work on Module 2, Lesson 5. We are going to be working on connecting, so making a connection between a visual model, so that's a picture we're going to draw, with partial products. So the partial products, that means multiplication, to the standard algorithm. So we're going to do the visual model on the left side and our standard algorithm on the right side. So if you want to go ahead and divide your paper into 2 sections. And you can put, we are going to call this the area model, because we know when we looking for area, we're multiplying length times width, and that's what we're going to be doing today. And this can be titled the standard algorithm. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so our first problem we are going to do, we're going to write it over here, is 23 times 31. So the first thing you're going to do on an area model is you're going to make a rectangle. Okay, so that's first step. Over here on the standard algorithm, you're going to stack it up. Okay, like that. You're going to take your first section and we're going to divide this up into place value. So since there's 2 digits here, I'm going to put 1 column because I want to divide it up into 20 plus 3. So like our when we would do expanded form, so you divide it up by place value. This 2 is really worth 20 and this 3 is worth 3. So I'm going to take it like that. And then I'm going to take the second one and that's going to go on the side over here. There's 2 digits, so I'm going to cut it in half this way 2 times. And then the 3 stands for 30 plus 1. So all I have done is divided up my number on the other side, on top and bottom here. Okay, so then what we're going to do over here, we're going to multiply inside this box, just like we would do like a multiplication part, 20 times 30. So this one, or 30 times 20. So 30 times 20. So we're going to write that problem in here. Then this is still in the same row of the 30s. So I'm going to put 30 times 3 right there. And then I'm going to put right down here, right? This is the ones. So 1 times 20 and 1 times 3. So there we have that. And then over here, we're going to do, if you see this, then we're going to actually just do the multiplication in here. Should make this a little bit bigger. Again, we're going to forget our zeros for right now. 3 times 2 is 6. And I'm going to add my 2 zeros. So this is going to be 600. I'm going to highlight that for you so you can see that there. Next time I'll make my box a little bigger. Here, 3 times 3 is 9. And just add my 1 0. So my answer is 90. So these are our partial products that we're adding together right now. 1 times 20, I'm going to put it below, is 20. And 1 times 3 is 3. So now over here on this other side, when I start doing the standard algorithm, you're going to start seeing these partial products pop up, right? So I start with my ones. 1 times 3 is 3. So I see my 3 and my 3. So it's kind of like a check, okay? Then 1 times 2, remember this is really a 20, is 20. So again, when we see this, and then you're going to add these two going straight across together, this equals 20 when you add it that way. So sorry, not 20, 23, 20 plus 3. So you see how my partial products, they should match. So when I add straight across, this should be my ones. So there my partial products are there. Then remember, we put a 0 here as the placeholder because we're multiplying by our tens, not by ones. So that 0 goes there. So 3 times 3 is 9. So there's 90. Do you see our 90 right there? Okay. Then I'm going to go 3 times 2 is 6. And then where do I see my 690? Well, again, remember that plus sign in the middle here. There's that plus sign on these lines. 600 plus 90 equals 690. So then I see my 690. So I should see these two together, right? So in my standard algorithm, I should see my partial products. Then I know that I have to add these together. Same thing when you're done over here. You're going to take those and you're going to add those together to get your end answer. Once I add, 3 plus 0 is 3. 2 and 9 is 11. Regroup my 1. So 7 and 3. Oops, sorry, there you see I'm adding. 11, regroup, and 7. And so my answers check out. So you should be able to check yourself with the standard algorithm and with the area model. Okay, let's draw a line and let's do another one. Okay, so we are going to do 343 times 21. So we'll stack it up. 300, remember the longer number on top, times 21. This time we'll make our boxes a little bit bigger over here on the other side so we have some space. You can go over here in this margin. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see my numbers better. Leave me some space over here actually. So if you leave yourself some space, then you can have space for your numbers over there. Okay, so now again, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to take our first number here and we're going to put it on top. Now I have 1, 2, 3 digits. So that means I am going to make 3 columns. So 2 lines. Okay, and I'm going to break it up. This 3 is 300. This 4 is 40. And this 3 is just 3. So I'm breaking it up into expanded form. Then on the other side, I'm going to take, I just have 2 digits, so I just need to cut it in half. And this is going to be, this 2 stands for 20 plus 1. So there I have that number. So now I'm going to write my math problems that I'm going to do inside. So 20 times 300 goes here. 20 times 40 goes here. 20 times 3 goes here. 1 times 300 goes here. 1 times 40 and 1 times 3. So now we can do all of those math. I'm going to put equal sign, equal sign, equal sign, so we can highlight it so we can see it when we're doing it. So let's start. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 40 is 40. 1 times 300 is 300. And I'll highlight those so you can see that. So those were that problem there. Here, I'm going to leave my 0 alone for a minute. 2 times 3 is 6. Add my 0. 2 times 4 is 8. Add 2 zeros. 2 times 3 is 6. Add 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. And here's our number. So now when we come over here to our standard algorithm, we should see these partial products. And remember, this is like a plus sign in between all of these numbers. So we should see all of these partial products when we come over to this other side now. So we're going to start with our ones. 1 times 3 is 3. Check. 1 times 4 is 4. Check. Now remember, this is, I know you don't see, but this is 40. This stands for 40, right? Because we're in our tens. We're now in our hundreds. 1 times 3 is 3. And if I add 300 plus 40 plus 3, I get 343. And there's my first partial product for my ones place. So that is checking out so far. Now I'm going to go into my tens places and I'm going to put my 0. So that 1 0 that represents that I'm multiplying by my tens. And we're going to start. 2 times 3 is 6. There's my 60. So it checks. 2 times 4 is 8. There's my 800s, right? Because we're in the hundreds. 2 times 3, which is tens times hundreds, which is thousands, is 6. And again, if I add 6,000 plus 800 plus 60, I'm going to get 6,860. Again, so my partial products, check. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to add these up. So this should be 3, this should be 10, 12, regroup, and 7. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to add these up. Make sure you add it up by a correct place value. And 3, and 10 and 12 and 7. So that is how you use an area model to connect to the